Welcome to Inspire and Move, the show that inspires you to create, connect, and grow. I'm going to bring you meaningful conversations, aha moments, and all the motivation you need to up-level every part of your life. I'm Ali Aruda, founder of Inspire and Move, and your personal hype girl. I've gone from fashion school to celebrity stylist to corporate marketing to brick and mortar entrepreneurship with my husband, each time learning incredible lessons how to pivot, reimagine, and implement the steps to become successful. I am passionate about inspiring others to live their best life, a life of joy. We have the power to design a life that we love because life is too short not to. The best part is that you weren't meant to do this alone. If you feel like you were meant for more, let me ride shotgun with you, and together, let's get you to where you want to go. Hello, you guys. Welcome back to the Inspire and Move podcast. I am your host, Ali Aruda, and you guys are in for such a special treat today. I am so excited to welcome one of my very dear friends, Haley Bogaert, the founder and CEO of HBFace. Welcome, Haley, to the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
I'm so happy you're here. I feel like we've tried this for like a year, and
Probably
I'm just
about a year. Yeah.
so excited that now is the time.
Yes, I'm really excited to be here. Thank you.
And we get to do it in person.
Obviously.
Cozy on a little boucle couch together, like hand-holding distance apart. Lucky
God.
for us. So for any of you that don't know, Haley is a force, and she is in such a big expansion season. She has so much momentum right now, and we are going to dive into that. But before we get there, let's just peel back the layers just a little bit. Let's lift the curtain. Yeah, peel back the onion.
Okay.
Let's think of it as like fresh face, no makeup. We're going to start right at the basis.
I love that.
And I want to know, well, I know your story, but I want everyone else in the Inspire and Move community to be able to know your story and learn a little bit more about who Haley is and what's she about.
Okay. Where would you like me to start?
Back at the beginning. Not like,
Okay.
the tender age of like 2.
Okay.
But really the story that has shaped you into who you are as a founder and CEO of
For sure.
such a growing company.
Yeah, so I started doing makeup, brows, and skincare at the age of 15. And I moved out at that age as well and decided that being in a small town wasn't for me. So at the age of 17, turning 18, moved to Toronto all on my own. Went to school for special effects and film and worked at one of the top studios in Toronto at the time and loved it and excelled at it. And then around the age of 22, I lost my mom and my little brother within 1 year of each other to mental health and addiction, which was extremely hard on me. And, shortly after that, I decided to go out on my own. And I had about 3,000 clients follow to my wee home little apartment. And yeah, from there it just grew. I worked with some amazing influencers who helped me out online. We started the online store. I worked at a small loft because I wasn't quite ready for a storefront yet. And then 2019 came along. I was like, I'm ready, let's go. So I had employed about 7 employees at the time, and it really took off. And then COVID happened. Love COVID. Wah, wah. But you know what? We pivoted, and I just came out with my skincare line at that time. We have 8 products that cater to everybody, and it took off online. It was great. So as that was happening, I started the second store. I think it was like, 2021? 2021.
Yeah, you said you're there 3 years now.
3 years now, yeah. Oh my God, I can't keep track.
I got you.
I can't keep track. So yeah, so that's also been an amazing success. And right now we just, we got about $500,000 in angel investors this week, which I'm really excited. And we're going to be opening 2 stores in the next 6 to 7 months. And we're currently raising more money. We've, had some really great meetings with venture and private equity. So yeah, not easy, but so amazing and such an amazing journey. So I'm really excited.
I'm so proud of you.
Aw.
Okay, well, we need to go back to maybe onion layer number 1,
Right.
or thinking of the face. Let's maybe apply some concealer, some foundation.
Okay.
And this is something that you and I know I've told you this, but for all of you listening that don't know this, I have known of Haley, especially when it used to be the Haley Bogaert face, then HBFace and HB Brows. I have heard of Haley, I swear, for over a decade. We have a ton of mutual friends, whether it be close friends, people in the fitness space, the online space.
Sarah.
Yeah. There's just been oh my gosh, yeah, your PR agency owner is
All
from
my friends,
my
yeah.
home city of Winnipeg, which
Yeah,
is
crazy
small world. And we could go down a whole rabbit hole example of all of that. But the point being is that I have known of Haley for over a decade. And I was always very intrigued by her. I was like, this girl has her shit together. Like, I need to meet this girl.
So sweet.
And then it was someone here in the Burlington community that had said, you and Haley of HBFace, you need to meet. You guys are so similar. And then we met, and I feel like we were just like little bees and honey in a corner. We're like, oh my God, let's just like chat and bond. But I think one of the things that bonded us the most is our experience with grief and loss of not only both losing a parent, but also both losing a sibling, and ironically, both losing a brother at a young age. For those of you listening to the show for a while, you know I talk about it openly. I lost my brother also to mental health at the age of 18. You said you were 22.
Yeah.
And
you were 18.
I was 18.
Yeah.
And I had just moved to Toronto.
Yeah. I remember
starting a whole new life.
Trying
to make new friends, like learn how to navigate university, get a job, pay for myself.
I feel ya.
Work out, drink water, all of those things.
Yeah.
While navigating this big loss and hole in my heart. And then it was 3 years ago, also in the middle of a pandemic, that I lost my dad. And one of the things that has really been quite transformative for me, more so since losing my dad. I mean, I'm also now like older in my 30s versus 18, but for you being 22 and also having it happen in like less than 6 months. I know you said a year, but within 6 months of each other.
Yeah.
How has that shaped you when it comes to your motivation of doing and achieving such greatness?
Well, it pushes me every day. That's for sure. Right. And like I've said to you before, like I get up every day and I do it for them because they couldn't. Mm-hmm. And that's what, it keeps me going every day. But I can't say it was easy. As you know, it's not easy. And I don't know what else to say.
Well, I feel like when it comes to grief, you kind of have two options. You can curl up in a little ball in a dark place and sit at rock bottom. Yeah. Or you can, now I think after loss, for any of you listening that have experienced tragedy and loss, when you're not really supposed to,
Correct,
parents aren't supposed to bury their children.
Never.
That's not the circle of life.
Yeah.
We typically aren't supposed to lose our parents in, our young 20s, even our 30s and so on. But when you do, you will be at rock bottom because you're grieving.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, took me years. Mm-hmm. It really took me 5 years to feel normal. Mm-hmm. And I say that to everybody, like it was super hard. There was days I couldn't get out of bed and I didn't, and some days that I did, and it just like my clients kept me accountable, right? But you get to a certain point in your life where you go, okay, well, I'm either going to be, part of my language, a complete fuck up, or I'm going to make something of myself. And we both know that that's what they would want for us.
Totally.
So, but it takes a certain kind of person to be able to overcome it and to run with it. So it's not an easy journey.
Did you have any things, places, people, activities that helped you sort of through your grief, or was it really the larger vision of what you wanted to create for yourself and your company?
Yeah, I really pushed myself into work. I didn't really have anybody helping me through it, and I felt very alone at the time, and still, as being an entrepreneur, you feel very alone. I mean, I do daily, but we have this whole other side of life that is amazing. So you win some, you lose some.
I've always said, totally.
You win some, you lose some, but no.
I've always said that, at rock bottom, you make the choice to either stay there or you're going to claw your way out, and it'll be gritty, it'll be messy. But what's on the other side of coming out of rock bottom is this like resiliency and this strength. And those are some things that you want as an entrepreneur.
Exactly. And that's what our brand really stands for too, is, resilient beauty. Getting up every day, putting on your 5-minute face, going to work or whatever you have to do. It keeps you accountable. It makes you feel good. You can take on the day with it. So, we really.
I love that resilient beauty.
Yeah.
Talk me through the 5-minute face, because I mean, my face takes probably 2 minutes to get up in the morning, go to the gym.
I'm the same. It doesn't take me long either. And not because I do it every day. I always use like a tinted moisturizer, bronzer, blush, mascara. Always brows always have to be done, whether they're filled in, clear gel, a gloss, and maybe a lip crayon,
And that should take 5 minutes.
It can, yeah. For
it's
sure.
Like 2 times the speed on like an Instagram reel or a CapCut, just nice and fast. But I feel like that's become a really big part of your brand.
It has.
5-minute face.
Yeah, it was like, it's what we started with for sure. And, it's how I actually came up with it is like I was so busy. Every 15 minutes I'd have a new client, and I'd literally have 5 minutes to touch them up. And I'm like, and everybody would always say to me, I love how like fresh faced you are. You don't have a lot on, like just how do I do it? And people are like, yeah, it's amazing. A 5-minute face really works, and you can take on the date with it.
I like that. I need to try to add 3 more minutes to my routine. You can teach me.
You don't need it.
You can teach me how to go from 2 minutes to 5 minutes.
You look
I'll
great.
look even more beautiful and put together. But no, you said that your clients really inspire you. Is that would you say that's sort of your North Star when it comes to inspiration for
Oh, for sure.
HBFace, for Resilient Beauty?
Yeah, no, it definitely does. I mean, as much as I help them, they help me, right? Like it was definitely a form of therapy for me, getting up every day, like I said, being accountable and having their appointment at a certain time. But it was therapy for me too, because they had my back and they understood what I was going through. And I was a kid.
Yeah.
When I look back, I was a fucking kid.
That's the amazing thing about the client journey too. If you said 3,000 of them followed you from where you were before to bootstrapping,
Yes.
generation 1, version 1 of HBFace, and then to where you are, for you just celebrated 5 years for your
Yes.
Toronto location.
Yep.
Oakville location has been 3 years, and there's so much more to come, which we're gonna get to that. Can't wait.
Yeah.
But some of these clients, have they still been with you since day one?
Oh, from day one, yeah. And I think that's what they love. They love the most about it. They're like, I remember when I was back in your apartment, and then you were in Ossington, and now I'm at the store, and now you're building more stores, and now you have partners, and it's just like it's crazy to see with the whole product line. But yeah, my OGs,
My husband, Matt, he
Yes,
used to
of
work
course.
for Luxury Automotive Group, and he would have clients that he would love seeing them go through, buying their first car, or then expanding their family. And then those kids have turned 18 and they're going to get, a different brand that's more of an entry level vehicle. But you really see that client journey and you grow together.
Yeah.
Even, I was just having this conversation with her the other day, but we share a mutual, very important person, Danny, for content creation. And we were talking the other night at one of the Inspire and Move events how, oh my gosh, you were in school when we started working together. And now, she's going through this growth and momentum of her own. And it's so beautiful to see, your clients to be able to see where you started where you have grown to Toronto and then Oakville and all of what is to come for you.
For sure, yeah. No, it's a really good feeling, and it's nice to see them tag along, right, and support me. And I would not be anything without them, right? I have a long way to go, mind you. I have a really long way to go, but I'm extremely grateful for them. So,
does your mom inspire you?
Yes, she definitely inspires me. Absolutely. We started getting her brows done when I was like 12. I had a serious unibrow. She's like, you cannot go to school like that. That is a faux pas.
That's not an energetic match for you anymore.
Not cute. And a nice little hairy upper lip, it's gotta go. Yeah, but we used to go to Carol Baker Massage, and I actually ended up working there.
I have not heard someone say Carol Baker Massage
I know.
so long.
Yeah, so I was there, and I was like best in sales, I remember, in all of Ontario. I was 15. I was doing a co-op. And, but yeah, that's how I started. Like me and my mom had such a love for it. Like she was a very well put together woman.
And I heard you say she never left the house without makeup.
Never. And if my hair wasn't done, she'd be like, go fix the rat's nest before you come downstairs. You're not going to school
How
like
things
that.
have changed us in entrepreneurship.
Right.
We love a good rat's nest.
It's a daily thing.
I love that. And I think it is so beautiful when you can, really go deep on someone's business and brand, and you can really understand the why behind it.
Yeah.
The why way back for HBFace, before HBFace was born, was this connection and bond with you and your mom for something that you did together.
Correct.
And that she valued so much that now you value so much.
Yeah.
With the addition of a rat's nest, top notch, when needed.
No, yeah, we definitely both valued it. And it was our thing.
Do you seek any inspiration or motivation from other people in your life? I know that you and I really chat a lot about mentors in our life.
Yes.
And I'm really big on getting in the room and investing in masterminds, networking groups. But I know you've had incredible success with more of that like intimate one-on-one mentorship.
Yeah, I'm like a one-on-one kind of person. That's how I learn best. And I learn best by doing. But yeah, no, I have a couple really great mentors right now, one specifically who was very successful. And it's so nice to see him joined my team and helped me. I'm like, little me? Really?
How did you start that? How did you approach him way back?
Well,
Tell me all the steps.
I mean, I put myself out there, which I'm not always good at doing, as you know. I get a little shy with certain things. So, I went to the States. I went to a mastermind. I met friends of friends and who introduced me to him. And yeah, he's been involved in the business for 6 months and really knows the business on the back of his hand now, and very impressed with that. And yeah, he gives me some tough love, which I need because I can be a little sassy.
Love that.
No, but you know what I mean, right? When you're so close to the business, it's hard to...
There are babies.
And it's hard to take people's opinions. But like what I'm learning is like you have to take everybody's opinion. They have your best interest. No one's against you. They're with you.
And he or she has more of a bird's eye view.
For sure.
Where we are so
He's a bit older, has like,
seasoned veteran business.
Has opened like 3,000 stores, So yeah, I'm very grateful for the people that I have in my life right now.
And how did you, so you got in the room, mastermind, friends of friends.
Yes.
And you had sort of like your eye on the prize. You're like, that is who I want to be my mentor.
Yeah, it kind of just fell in my lap, right? And
how did you ask?
It I had a friend ask, and then we got introduced to each other, and then it just kind of snowballed after that. Like it was like a little buy before you try. He vetted the business, and then we went on our merry way. So
it's like dating.
It really is like dating, which I have no dating life right now.
Sure, we talk about that.
I'm dating the game, and I'm really chasing the bag.
There is a lot of parallel. There is a lot of parallels, I feel like, in entrepreneurship or just like researching skincare products, businesses, and the parallel to dating, especially this day and age.
It really is though. Finding partners is like dating, and you have to
try them out, have some conversations.
Yeah,
it's like an interview process.
They're with you for the long haul. They become family essentially, right? They do, because you're with them all the time. You talk to them all the time. It's like a little family.
And you're a pretty lean team at HBFace.
Yeah, and I like to keep it that way.
Because you've had your own experiences with growing, building, hiring, firing.
Yeah, and I just don't think you need the whole everything, to be too, and I don't want to be too top heavy.
Yeah.
When we go to raise, the 2-3 million, because you don't need it. It's still early stages, and I think that's where founders kind of screw up, where they think they need all the bells and whistles, and you got to keep it lean and mean at all times, right?
I hear a lot of people, I've been really loving both Alex and Layla Hermosi.
Okay.
And she talks a lot about leadership. And I mean, they have, I can't remember the exact figures, but by 30, they were, I think, multimillionaires, or it might be billionaires. I know it's something seriously impressive.
Okay.
And they're young, and they actually got their success with gyms. So it really resonates for both myself.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But she talks a lot about leadership, and it's something that I always want to do better.
Yeah.
I feel like we as CEOs, and you can always be better. You can always be a better leader, even just in life, how you lead people, your community. I'm super community passionate, and I love curating community focused events, but you want to be a leader, and you want people to be able to see that on your social media.
Absolutely.
I had this great conversation yesterday with my mindset coach about that.
Yeah. Well, I actually Rafe, who is my coach and mentor and an investor now. We have weekly meetings, and there's I was a brow girl, right? And then I got thrown into the owner of the business, and now the CEO, and so on and so on.
Product development and
social and stores and everything else. But you really have to be successful in business. You got to be a good leader. So, people follow suit, and that comes with listening skills, which sometimes I have a hard time with. He's going to laugh when he sees this. And, certain
patience. Right? We were talking about that yesterday.
0 of those, and I'm working on those too. But when you're in the thick of it and you're the heart and soul of the business, you're going to have all those things, and you just got to learn how to.
And communication is so key.
I'm really good at communication.
Yes, you are.
I'll give myself that.
Gold star for that.
Thank you so much for listening. If you loved this episode, it would mean the world to me if you took 30 seconds and shared this on social media, send it to a friend, or leave a 5-star review. There is power in community, and I am so grateful to have you part of mine.